Good morning, brave awakened ones. Lady V here, Veronica of Higher Realm Holistics, medical empathic intuitive, certified integrative holistic health nurse, empathic intuitive, spiritual counselor, energy healer, Reiki master, all that lovely stuff that you could find out more about me on my website, higherrealmholistics.com, as well as book sessions and webinars that I have going in November. I want to address this video. It's very important because a lot of people address the physical symptoms of Ascension, especially now with the gateway openings, starting with this intense 1-11-11 gateway opening, and then a huge one, 11-11-11 gateway opening coming up. And these are big ascension jumps, as I call them, and big awakenings, especially for light workers. When it comes to forerunners, it's taking us that next step. A lot of us as forerunners, we already felt that energy. Like, I always get it a few days, maybe up to a week prior to the collective of light workers receiving that. And I'm real shaky right now. Yikes. Because I got up not too long ago and camera's shaking. Sorry about that. So, because of all the energy coming in, and I had a really trippy astral travel, and then timeline jump, and a remote viewing of something that I wasn't that happy to see that was going on. And it wasn't personal. Like I said, when I do timeline jumps and remote viewing, it's not just about me. Okay, it's a collective thing, and like, I'm seeing things globally, let's put it that way, global stuff that's going on that affects us, and I'm there to ground in that Kali energy, bring in that light to help move it along. Any which ways, to address those symptoms that are going on, besides the shakes and, you know, all those other physical symptoms, there are a lot of mental symptoms going on that really, really need to be addressed, because they got intensified by this gateway that just opened, and it's, you know, it's pretty intense. And I addressed it before in the reading, which is about the whole feeling that separation, you separating from 3D. And that's where the depression's coming from, and some of the anxiety is coming from, and the intense, increasing feeling of loneliness, besides what you've always felt. This is something different. This is a marked increase of loneliness, because you are literally, physically, ethereally detaching from 3D. I saw the cords breaking. You're detaching from 3D. You're detaching from 4D, okay? Because come the end of this year, the majority of you will be working with that 5D energy. You might oscillate back and forth depending on where you are as a light worker, but you're getting up there. Just know that. Including those Venus retrograde energies, like that, she is really cutting those cords, and that Kali energy is really breaking down those barriers to your ego. All those different, she works with your Kundalini, the way I was shown, and the way she works through me as I ground that energy into Gaia for the Kundalini energy. Okay, so she works with your Kundalini energy, which I'll be channeling her energy during my webinar for the Kundalini awakening. So she's breaking through those barriers. So you're going to feel anxious, you're going to feel depressed, you're going to feel absent-minded, because it's like, did I do that or didn't I do that? Did I just go to the store or didn't I just go to the store? Let me tell you something. I drove 5 miles to go buy a conch salad from my favorite person who makes it fresh just for me. She doesn't even make it with a regular batch. Took 2 spoons of it on my way back home and somehow managed to throw it in the garbage. And I honestly don't remember, did I throw it in the garbage? Or did I not buy it? Because by the time I got home, it was not in my car. That is what I'm talking about. Stuff like that. Just now I woke up to make my organic green tea. No green tea to be found. The pomegranates are there. The bananas are there. No green tea to be found. And I know damn well I brought that freaking green tea because that's why I went to the store in the first place. Went to my car, not there. And now I'm like, did I buy it or didn't I buy it? That's what I'm talking about. Because you're jumping timelines. You're going back and forth. That's that Mandela effect thing. So, yeah, get ready for it. It's just going to increase. You're going to notice it more and more. And that this is a very delicate time for light workers because of that separation and isolation. Like I said, even though I'm doing so much and so much is going on, give you a nicer view, and so much is going on, I still feel such a stillness and a quiet around me that I've never felt before. A real stillness and quiet. And it's funny, I mentioned my one light worker friend who doesn't even know she's a light worker. She's partially awakened. I just see it for her. That I still have contact with here in South Florida and Florida in general. She lives an hour and a half away from me, and she needed something, and out of the blue popped up at my house because I was like, gee, I feel so lonely, and the loneliness was like almost overwhelming yesterday. And she literally popped up for like half an hour out of the blue, came all the way from our house for something. She needed to borrow something from me. How incredible was that? I was like, oh my God, thank you. And that's what I mean with the synchronicities and the instant manifestations. That's another thing. Be careful. Instant manifestations. You don't want to manifest an ex that you got rid of. Okay? Ooh, the fishies are coming out. I don't know if you could hear them. I get schools of fish that come out and they start popping up over the water, and you see them all flying and jumping up. Any which ways, I just wanted to get that message out there when it comes to your psychological health and what's going on with that. Try to find another person that could understand you to talk to. You know, leave comments, nice ones, because if they're not, I delete them. You know, for other light workers to respond if you're feeling a certain way. Join in on webinars, not just mine, but others, where you could actually hear other people's voices and respond and see other people's faces, to know that you're not the only one out there, because you're feeling that separation now. You're feeling all those cords cutting from the 3D world, the world you knew for how many millennia that you've been dealing with. It's okay to feel lonely. It's okay to want to feel somebody else hug you. It's okay to want to feel somebody else's touch. It's okay. You know, it's not that I'm giving you permission because I'm some guru or somebody giving you permission. No, I'm just putting myself out there so you could know that it's okay and I'm okay with it. So there's no shame in it. And don't let anybody Ascension shame you. And I know I've read comments, people trying to Ascension shame, saying, oh, if you're really going to 5D, you shouldn't feel anything. It should just be bliss. They're full of it. I'm telling you right now, because I could actually, and like I said, I try not to remote view, and I try not to look into people because I think it's intrusive, and I only do it with permission. But when I see things like that, yeah, I look into you and I see that you're full of it. So please don't be Ascension shamed into thinking people putting comments like that is actually putting out the truth, because they're not. And their truth is so dark. So dark. Their head is so far up their butts and in the sand. Or they're just doing it out of cruelty, and they're the ones who want to stick here in 3D. They're the ones, not you, okay? You're releasing blockages. Your Kundalini is rising, breaking through all that concrete inside of you, through all your chakras, to transform and transmute your chakras and transform and transmute your physical body. Okay, so all those physical symptoms, your psychological symptoms go with it. All right, so namaste. Be safe, and be safe in this sense means, you know, express yourself and allow yourself to feel what you feel. And love yourself. Don't shame yourself, because that's part of fear. That's part of the 3D construct, is shame, and that's designed to keep you down. So don't allow it to keep you down. And if you're interested in joining on my webinars, please go to higherrealmholistics.com and register. They're real cheap, 22 bucks. My favorite number, Master Builder number. So let's all stick together and just support each other in love. Okay? Lady V out. Victory to the light. Bye.